Kamna maure. Ayo nantale. Tujuan anata pun kata ni te tau te akan bisi ibukin na naroron digirake. Ikai awakata na yagi te roron digirake yon waki aki na pungana ibukin kame aurawaya nta ya ika naroko. Ariki ibukin na yakare ke sans mai yausu. Tujuan mai bokon waki leire yakai pun kawakinan temua. Yai wowa iteran tiang reire yon temua wakinaki ilantave ikai. Tujuan pakai kawan temua ibukin irikona. Ataka wowa kawakinan temua ibukin pun nemona.
My name is Mr. Robuama Matakanda. I'm looking after the farm over here in Nandave. And I've got only two staff who are my two farm hands, Mr. Inia and Mr. Willie. Those are the two that we are working together to run the farm for the benefit of these 60 students who will be in Nandave for the period of 9 months in every year, and also the provision of vegetables and root crops plus the meat production for our kitchen supply. The history about this center, way back in 1985 it has been started in Suva. Just a thought for setting up development for Fijians and Rotumas. The move was initiated by the Methodist Church of Fiji for this center to be set up. The building here at the back purposely meant for the broiler section or the meat bird. And normally it has been raised for 6 weeks before slaughtering. So you can see the building, the size of the building at present, right at the back, it's about 20 meters by 3 to 5 meters. The ratio at the moment we are keeping right up to the maximum that we have met is 500 day-old chick. And the feed that they normally been fed, we started off with a starter, the broiler starter, that it will be carrying on for 2 weeks, or we can drag it up to 3 weeks. Then we change the feed to broiler grow, or the grow crumble. From that time we can take it for another 2 weeks before we put on, feed them with a finisher. The finisher will be going on for 3 or 2 weeks before slaughtering. That is how the deal operation has been carrying out in Nandave, in this poultry side for the meat bird. Feed up with the drinking troughs and the food troughs every morning. Check again at 12 o'clock. Then before knocking off at 4, they have to check up the drinkers and the feed trough before knocking off. So the average weight that we're having in Nandave after slaughtering is 2 kg. While valuing our birds after slaughtering, we should put it at grade B, because we haven't reached the standard required for slaughtering, especially for taking out the feathers and respiration of pulling out the lungs and also internal organs. We haven't reached that standard. So it's just like what we normally did in our backyard or back at home. So the value that we normally put while valuing our meat bird after slaughtering is just it's $7.16 per kilo. This area is what we call the brooder. This is where the day-old chick has been kept before we increasing the space when they are getting bigger. This is the setup that will be made when they brought in as a day-old chick. This is the heater, just like the mother hen or the hen when they flocking in their chicks, the warmth that they need or the heat that they need by the day-old chick. This is what it represents. So they've been kept with everything inside, the heater there to keep them warm. And this is the feed chupa where we put on with feed up with it's a broiler starter, and this is the drinker where we'll feed in with the water for the day-old chick to have water from. So all the things that they need, which represents the mom or the hen, to give them, it's all in one place. You can see that you have some wood saving on the flooring of this poultry shed. The purpose of having the wood saving is to make the place comfortable. We have to put down the wood saving. On top of that, then we cover it up with a newsprint. The first day that we have to set up the brooding place with the wood saving, cover it up all over the floor that you have been identified for your chicks to be put through. Then you cover it with a newsprint. On top of the newsprint, once you unload all your day-old chick on the brooding place, then you throw the broiler starter on top of the wood. This is the time that you train your day-old chick to start feeding. Once they start off, then after 2 days or 3 days, then you introduce your feed tuber. From that time until you introduce the food tuber, they know that that is the feed that they will be fed for the period that they will be staying on the first 2 weeks or the 3 weeks. This is our layer shed. When I talk about layer, I think we understand that just for the chicken that produce eggs. You can see that we have the netting for keeping up the eggs after the chickens have been laying eggs. And this is the feed trough where the feed have been placed. And over here, this is the drinker. So the layers have access to all the needs that they want while going on for their cycle, or maybe 18 months to 19 months. So the feed from here in the front, the water trough at the back, and underneath. The sole purpose of having this is to keep the eggs from falling down on the ground and being cracked. Then their droppings going underneath. So every 2 weeks or 7 or 10 days, we normally remove this and put it into a manure shed, or even the students can take it straight to their vegetable plots while preparing the vegetable plots. So the breed that we have over here is the brown highline. This is the normal the breed that we have in Fiji, or we have in Nandabe to produce eggs. The normal production that we have at the moment is 14 trays. 14 trays, so one tray contains about 30 eggs. 14 trays per day. The feed for these 3 rows, you can see 1, 2, 3. The feed our stockmen normally feed with 3 bags, 3 25 kg layer maize per day. That is enough for them before serving the next meal by the next morning. The things that we normally get from the layer shed, first is egg, which is contribute from the farm to our kitchen, especially for the meals for our students, for our trainees, and also the poultry manure for our organic manure to our vegetable plots and other crops. Also, when they are having the maximum age, that is normally we put it up to 19 months. That is where we start slaughtering and be given for our kitchen supply. And you can see the difference for those who have reached that 19 months and the new ones or the young ones. The young ones, I think they've been brought in. This stock has been brought in February this year, so they still have feathers on their neck. The old ones are the ones that have been having their feathers been skinned off. What are the experience they've been going through by our 2 farmers, that the best time is for collecting eggs is 11 o'clock in the morning. That is the time that most of the hens or the layers have been laying eggs. And also by 8 o'clock, once they arrive in the morning, they start feeding, which I've already mentioned earlier. 3 bags, 3 25 kg bags of layer maize per day, and that is enough for these 450 layers. So the collection, after collecting the eggs, then they're doing the sorting out. The cracked ones will be put into one tray, while the eggs have been identified into two sizes. That is the large and the small, before bringing it up to our administration center for those ladies up there in our admin to sell it. How to set up a compost? You can whatever livestock waste that you have. Even for us, I think it's better to use the poultry manure, which is readily available. put it as your footing, then try to get some green grass, cut it into pieces. On top of it, the poultry manure. Then from there, then you to spray it with water before you putting up all your food refuse or waste that you have from your kitchen. Then you have to check every 2 or 3 days and continue watering, and after that then you start turning them around or getting up from the bottom waste to come up to the top so that you can remove the top one down to the bottom. From there maybe it will go as far as 3 to 4 months before we'll have to start packing it when you have a crumble of manure coming out from your compost, and it will be readily available for your whatever crops that you are planting, especially vegetables. It will be easily used instead of buying very expensive agro input or manure from shops or supermarket.